What's up, gamers? It's demo time. Get ready. To a new episode of BrownDust. Yes, it's BrownDust time, ladies and gentlemen. This is a new strategy RPG that just came out recently. My girlfriend, of all people, was the one that actually told me about this game. Other than the fact that I've kind of seen this advertised on Facebook here and there too, but which is why at first I ignored it. But my girlfriend's really good at picking games that I would actually like. She was basically 2 for 3 because she picked Hero Stars and Seven Knives for me. I played those for years. This is the next game that she's recommended. So we'll see how long I end up playing this. If this will be another 2 year, 3 year game, we'll find out. Really, really different than your typical strategy RPG. So in this particular game, the combat is pretty much done automatically. Oh no, no way! I gotta go get it. Oh! Let me spend my money right now, right now. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. That was a joke. But no, yeah. So once you get past all the advertisements and people scaring you into buying stuff, oh look. Apparently, Ellen says, Captain, we have been commissioned by the Empire to find and protect a girl. Well, of course, being the gentleman that I am, of course I'm going to go protect the girl. I mean, why not? I mean, we're going to demo this game anyway. Might as well get right into it. But yeah, this game is mostly autoplay, with the exception of the fact that, no, it's actually pretty much autoplay. You're just setting up people basically where you want them to be, and then the fight happens on its own. You'll find out. Here's some of the dialogue of the story. A bit of dialogue here. You'll have to excuse me. And no, I'm not a voice actor, so I'm not going to act this out for you. So this game does actually have, what seems to be a pretty decent story. Alright, so now you're about to see a little bit of combat. Alright, so the way the combat works is basically you set up your teammates in a grid, and in this grid you can select up to 9 people depending on the amount of your maximum cost, because each character has its own cost. So typically, the higher their star rating, the more expensive they are to use. Now, as you level up, your cost capacity goes up, so you can use more of your 4 or 5 star characters. I kind of like this in a game like this because it just keeps people from just using all their 5 stars right off the bat. If you want to fill up the board, you actually need to use a few 3 stars. So I think that's pretty cool. Now, granted, I mean you could get away with probably just putting 3 5 stars in your team and possibly winning, depending on how much you've leveled them up. But this is a really good way to keep people from just auto dominating the entire time. Even though relatively I don't lose in the campaign mode, but there are other modes where you will lose if you're not careful. So anyway, so that's what I'm going to do here. Is right now I could actually fit one more character in here because I only have 8, and I've only used 229 out of 240. So if there's anyone in my group that's in my inventory that costs, I guess it would be 11 if I'm doing my math right, I can play them. Which would basically be some of my 1 or 2 stars. However, I'm not really caring to use any of those. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to be getting rid of those after this. I didn't realize I still had all that. Typically, I use the 2 stars as fodder to level up my higher, stronger characters. So we're just going to leave it at 8 for now. Could use a friend. Yeah, if you use a friend, that basically means you can use actually up to 10 people in your army if you're using a friend. So that's pretty cool. And what I'll go ahead and do is I'll just use one of the friends. I'll use a level 1 friend. Here you go. We'll do that. By the way, I'm actually pretty new to this game, so I don't necessarily have like a lot of the like best characters yet. And not everyone's level low. This is probably my third day playing this game, so as you can tell, I'm not very far. Well, my girlfriend told me about it just recently. I thought I'd give it a shot, and it's a lot better than I thought. Anyway, I'm sure you're sick of hearing me talk. Let's fight. Now, if you have combination of certain characters together, they can do like triple attack abilities. Kind of reminds me of Chrono Trigger in that aspect, or Chrono Cross, if that's what you're familiar with. Yeah, everything is auto fight. Like you don't pick who fights who. Like everything happens automatically. People in the middle attack people in the middle. Top with top, bottom with bottom. If everybody on the bottom's dead, they'll start working their way up. And same with people on the top. If they're all dead, they'll work on their way down. Typically, mages attack every other turn. Everybody else attacks typically a turn at a time. And there you go. The perfect win. And yeah, of course, like any other type of these anime-like games, is going to be women that are dressed a certain way. We're not going to talk about that. That was actually kind of funny. Not a lot. Alright, that was actually kind of funny. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and collect some stuff, and then we're going to go back, and we're going to actually check out a different mode. This is only a demo. We're not actually going to sit here and play this entire game. Just for a demo video. So that's basically a little bit of a, storyline. We'll kind of go into just a few other modes real quick, and then that'll be pretty much it. But yeah, as you can tell, you just put your army where you want them to be, and then they will basically do the fighting for you. Now, what makes this different from your typical strategy RPG is that it doesn't have a weapon triangle. So if you've played Langrisser, which is a very good game by the way, and Fire Emblem Heroes, which for one time was one of my favorite games for mobile, um, both of those games have swords are better against axes, axes are good against spears, that kind of a thing. This game doesn't seem to have that, which I kind of like because it's more of you just have certain characters that are naturally good against certain type of units, but not everybody has it. You know what I mean? It's just certain characters are good, and other characters have other good characteristics. So there's no weakness triangle that you're looking for. You're just trying to pick the best units for what you need them to do. So I think that's pretty cool. I like how they kind of deviated from that. That's something that's going to set this game apart from all the other mobile strategy RPGs out there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the challenge mode. So you have the Crystal Cave, you got the Rune Temple, and there's a bunch of other stuff here that I can't play right now because apparently you can only play certain events on certain days, which is fine. So I guess what we could do is we could check out the Crystal Cave. So the Crystal Cave, depending on I guess what day it is, will depend on what units you're allowed to use. So we're just going to do the easiest mode, just to kind of, again, it's just a demo. So nothing special is going to happen here. So only defenders and support characters are allowed, and your maximum amount of people is 5. So what I'll do here is I'll just go to auto deploy, okay, and let them set up my units for me. Now this is not something you typically want to do because in this case, this support character that's in the back right now, she's only going to be healing the guy right here, which is actually not to my benefit, but this is just a demo, so we're going to leave that as is. And you know what? We'll use a friend. Why not? We could all use a friend in life. So, yes. We'll put him here so someone else gets a boost too. And then we'll just go ahead. Oh, and you can also, if we go to attack order, because you can actually pick which order everybody does their attacks or whatever they're going to do, which I think is really, really cool too. Again, this is a lot different than most games. I like that. You can go to auto, I do okay, and basically they rearrange, how often everyone's going to do their stuff, like who's going to be first, second, third, and it shows it on the other side too. Alright, and you can also save formation, so if I load a formation, there's a couple of formations I already have already on there, N1 and N2. That's not going to apply here, but it's something I thought I'd bring up. Let's go ahead and start the battle. Okay, oh. All the heavy artillery. Although he hasn't been leveled up at all, so he's kind of weak actually. I think I just got him recently. She's so happy. And of course you get certain items for doing these modes. Alright, so we're just going to say okay. Again, really, really good game. Has a lot of potential. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try a different mode. We're going to let you guys watch me get my butt kicked. Oh, apparently I can do Guild War now. Although I'm not in the guild, so yeah. That and honestly, I don't know how much I'm going to be playing. It sounds like I'll be playing for a while, but I don't want to jump in the guild yet because I just don't know how committed I'm going to be yet. So we'll just kind of wait on that. So don't invite me to your guild yet. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so this is my current arena team, which yeah, I'll just keep that way. So we're just going to go ahead and attack. Again, I have no idea who I'm going up against. It's just going to be whoever I fight, who I fight. So usually the person in the back is typically the support character that's going to apply buffs mostly or healing. So far it looks like I might be losing. I'm not too sure. It's kind of fast. Although I have it on times too, that's why it's going so fast. Oh, they got rid of my support and... Wow, yeah, I'm pretty much dead here. Which I told you guys I was going to lose anyway, so... Not too much of a surprise. The homegirl, like, in the front doing her thing. Tanking like a champ. Oh, she's so sad. So yeah, I lost. Which honestly, I expected to lose. Like I don't have my people anywhere near where they need to be in arena. This was more just for the sake of the demo. So yeah, trust me, I had no intention of winning. I have won, and it was completely unexpected. But no, right now I'm mainly focused more on the story. Oh, and by the way, for those that are wanting to know, what's the best way to spend money in this game, just because I think it's kind of important for those like me who are on a budget. Like, I want to support games that I like, but of course, I'm not going to be able to throw hundreds and thousands of dollars on a game. So, we'll go to shop and let's take a look and see what we can buy. So, the recommended shop, I believe, is where you're going to want to go. Oh no, there she is again. I'm so tempted to spend $4.99 again. Nope, we're not doing that. Sorry, she just kind of has like, oh my god, look at her face. So, good advertising. You almost got me twice, game. You almost got me twice. Anyway, so, no, we don't want none of this stuff really. These are usually just one-time deals. Although I like the marketing strategy of saying limit one per account. It kind of makes it seem like, oh wow, well, if I can only get one, this just has to be a good deal. This must be a thing. So, really good marketing. However, I'm not going to do it. Now, I've mentioned this in another mobile RPG video, so pretty much the same rules apply here. So when you're wanting to spend money and you want to get the best, you know, best out of your buck, basically, you want something that rewards you for playing. So something that says you pay so much money and you get this whenever you reach level 10 or 15. That kind of stuff is good. Also, anything monthly, I think is good too. You know, pay $9.99 to have all of this stuff. So you get something right off the bat, and then you get something like every day until it expires. Those are the kind of things that are actually worth it. You actually get more out of it. You may not get as much up front, but overall, it's usually a better deal than any of those one-time purchases that you're gonna get. So, for example, this right here, I love the level up supporting thing. So, 26.99 does sound like a lot, and honestly, I do agree. But this is one of those kind of deals where I would actually buy, just because I like the progression thing. Like, and if I feel like I'm gonna actually play this game long term, which is a possibility, if I decide to play this long term, I will definitely be making this purchase. So every time you reach certain levels, you get something. Like right now, if I was to spend the 26.99, I would automatically get. Well, first off, the top part says you get 330 given instantly upon purchase. And then because I've reached the appropriate level, I could right now get 120 extra gems because I've already reached the appropriate level. And then as you grow in certain levels, every 5 levels it seems, you get more goodies up until level 40. I like that. This is really, really good marketing, and this is really, really, you know, good bang for your buck. And the cool thing here, too, is you're kind of getting this already without spending money. They're already kind of saying, well, this is what you're already getting for free. However, if you spend money, this is what you could already have. Because right now, I've already gotten, you know, my first item for reaching, I think it was like level 10. So I got that scroll. And then if I reach level 20, I'll get another scroll. And then every 10 levels, you know, until I get to level 40. So I'm already getting something for free as it's kind of demoing it to me for free. And then it says, well, imagine if you spent money. Really, really good marketing here. I like this marketing strategy. The only thing that I don't like is the price, the 26.99. I kind of wish it was more like 19.99 or something like that. And not because I'm just trying to be cheap, but you know, the problem with making you pay so much is that it is going to run out, especially for somebody who, you know, is going to be playing a lot. Like, I'm not going to be able to play as much as I'd like to because of work and life and whatever. But for those who don't have anything better to do, they're going to go through this real quick, and it's going to feel like it's not worth it. But for the average working person, they'll probably appreciate this, like myself. The next thing that I think is good is, of course, the monthly plan. So you have the standard and you have the luxury package. So both of these I think are worth it. The $8.99, which is a good price for anything monthly, really. $8.99 is pretty good. Like I said, for anything monthly, I think $9.99 is kind of the standard. I'll take $8.99. Not gonna lie. So you get 1,200 at price of, hold on, get diamonds 1,200 at price of diamonds 240. Okay, so I guess the 1,200 I guess is going to be what you're going to get overall, and it's going to be at the price of just buying 240. Like if we were to go to the gem store, you probably have to pay $8.99 for 240. I guess is what it's trying to say. But anyway, so when you make this $8.99 purchase, you get 600 diamonds right away, and then every day you get 20 more diamonds for the next 30 days. This is a good deal. Straight up, good deal. Now, diamonds is basically your most rare and good currency in the game. It allows you to get units, special items, you know, just good stuff. Leveling equipment. And then, of course, you have the monthly package too, the luxury one. Now, this one, they love 26.99. There's something about that price that they really like. But the thing about this one is you're getting a total of 1,800 instead of 1,200 diamonds. You get 20 premium scrolls, which I think is good, actually. That's actually pretty good. And you're getting, oh, it's just telling you you're getting that at the price of 1,100 diamonds. So, yeah. So, obviously, if you're just buying diamonds by itself, it's not worth it. But these kind of deals make it worth it. So, when you make the purchase, you're getting 20 of these scrolls right away, which is great because it's typically better to get anything where you get units getting 10 at a time instead of just one. I believe, and I think this is a standard in all RPGs, when you do the 10x buys, you have a better chance of getting the better stuff than just buying things one at a time. So yeah, that's really good. And then of course, you get 60 diamonds every day for 30 days. So I think that's pretty good. I actually like this. I think this is a decent deal. Again, 26.99 seems like a lot. I wish it was 19.99, but it's still good. It's still worth it. And again, if I do decide that I'm going to play this game long term, I'm probably going to be leaning more towards the 26.99 just because I want the scrolls more than anything else. I mean, the diamonds are good. I'll be able to get diamonds as I play the game, but it's the other stuff that makes it, better too. So that's kind of your introduction to the game itself. What is worth buying? Another thing too is obviously certain characters come in at certain stars. I don't know if you necessarily upgrade their stars or not. I think that you just give them equipment and then you can level up their skills and you can level up their actual characters. So here with this person that I have, the little kitty cat lady, we're gonna go ahead and do the level up thing, and then basically I can sacrifice these little yellow thingies on the top. I can sacrifice those to level her up, and I can get rid of some of my lower level units to level up as well. And then for skill up, which basically means that stuff like this would be better, basically. So if I go to skill up, I could. Well, there are certain items you can use I don't have right now that will level up their skills to the next level, and then of course they have a maximum. Another thing that you can do too is you get these runes. These runes are usually good to either add to their attack damage, add to your HP, depending on the unit that you're using. If you're using a tank, you want more defense, HP, stuff like that. If you're using an attacker, obviously you want higher offense, like attack ability. Well, on top of having the rune, you can also enchant the rune to make it better by just spending gold, which is actually, pretty cool. Now, sometimes you can fail at certain levels, but you just keep going and going and going until you reach that maximum amount, which is what I kind of did here already because it's +9. I could go beyond, but I'm kind of start stopping at certain points in the game until I really understand the game because there's still some things about the game I don't completely understand yet, but I'm getting there. So you have skilling up, you got runes, you got leveling up. Um, Certain characters have different costumes. So you have that costume for her, and then you have her awakened costume. Now I think you only get the awakened costume if you awaken the actual hero itself. So for example, to awaken her, I would have to basically rank her up from a 5 star to a 6 star. Okay, so you do actually move their stars up a bit. So in order to rank them up, though, they have to be at their maximum level. So just kind of take a look at what their max level is. Use whatever you have to max them out. Go to rank up. You get them to the next star. Then once you get to the next star, more than likely you'll probably have to level that up to max, and then pay whatever you have to pay, which in this case would be some warrior crystals for her and a certain amount of gold, and you'll be able to do it. Now, even if I had her up to the right level and all that, I wouldn't be able to afford it right now. But you kind of get the point here. So it costs you a little bit. Oh, and so kind of something I hinted to earlier that kind of reminds me of Chrono Trigger slash Chrono Cross is if you have certain units together, they will give each other certain bonuses, or they'll do like certain special attacks together. So I thought that was pretty cool. So if you have like these three people and that one, which I have two of them, basically you get this. So HP increases for mercenaries with this set effect. Increased by 30% with 3 mercenary deployed and 10% with only 2. So there you have it. So if I have all 3, I get a bonus. Now there are some where if you have all 3, you get a special attack, so on and so forth. And of course it shows you what they look like, it shows you who they are. So I think that's pretty cool. Like I said, I only have 2 of 3, so I can't quite do this yet. But I think it's pretty cool how they do that. So yeah, that's awesome. So now you kind of have an idea of what to expect out of the game, some of the basic stuff like leveling, how the game is played, what is recommended for purchasing, some of the game modes that they have. There are other games that they have that I haven't played yet because I just haven't either unlocked it or I'm not in the guild, stuff like that. But like I said, hopefully this is enough to kind of make you think, okay, this might be a decent game. And I will say that this is a game that is definitely worth trying. I'm sure you've seen this advertised on Facebook like I have, but like I said, my girlfriend told me about it. She said, give it a shot. I started playing it, and yeah, I'm definitely digging this game so far. Oh yeah, the new promo Get 1,000 Diamonds you see on the top right, ignore that by the moderator, because anytime you see that in most games, it's usually a scam. I see this in a lot of games. And what I find interesting too, if you go to notices, they actually talked about, you may have noticed some people spamming about diamond promotions in the public chats. So they've already recognized that this is a problem and they're working on dealing with it. But yeah, typically, and I'll just public service announcement, don't don't do those deals online. It's not supported by the game. And people who do this are basically stealing money not only from you, the buyer, but they're also stealing money from the company, the people who worked hard to make this game. So I do not, advocate these people who are scamming people and scamming the company. Not cool, y'all. So I hope that they're able to block those people and get rid of them. All of them, they're going to keep coming back. And basically, what they do is create other profiles and keep running and running. And what are you going to do about it, right? So hopefully, they'll find a way to block that kind of stuff. I don't know. They'll figure it out. It's up to them. But yeah, if you're going to buy anything, just buy it from the game itself and be done with it. It's safe. You're not going to be in any trouble. Unless you store your information and you let somebody else take your tablet and run them up, but that's your fault at that point. But anyway, that's it for this demo and all these public service announcements. You guys take care and keep gaming. See you next time.